Thank you. Chancellor, I did just want to pick up a further point about the NIC abolition ambition. We've had quite a lot of fluffy language in this session about what your aspiration is for when it could be achieved. And I just wondered whether you could provide any sort of explanation of what you mean by when economic circumstances allow. What do those economic conditions look like, or maybe a time scale? I know that a comparative figure of 12 years was used earlier. Is there any further detail you could give us?
I can't give you a time scale because this is going to be the work of many parliaments. And the reason I can't give you a time scale is because I've said there are two very clear conditions upon which the delivery of this ambition depends. One is that it won't be funded by borrowing, and the other is that it won't be funded by cuts to public services. So that means that ultimately it depends on the growth of the economy. Now, I can't predict the rate at which it will grow. What I can say is that I have very big confidence that the measures that I announced in the budget and the autumn statement will put us on the path to substantially higher levels of growth over the short and medium term.
So there are economic conditions in which you'd implement this policy, but you can't tell us what they are?
I can't tell you because I can't tell you what the growth rate of the economy is going forward, unfortunately.
And secondly, the House of Commons Library has said that merging NICs and income tax would require an 8% increase in the basic and higher rates of income tax. Would you like to use this as an opportunity to say categorically that you wouldn't raise income tax in order to bring this policy to fruition?
We want to deliver this policy by reducing national insurance. That is our stated plan, and that's the way we've done it in the last two fiscal events.
So not through raising income tax?
I've explained how we want to do it. Our objective is to end the unfairness, and reducing national insurance is the way we intend to go about it.
And then just finally, on the comms point around this decision, you've said that this is some sort of far-sighted aim, that it would just be fantastic if we could do this. At the same time, post-budget, a lot of Conservative front benchers have been fronting up this policy proposal in the media as if it is something coming down the track. Would you like to use this as an opportunity to assuage people's hopes that you actually have a plan to do this anytime soon?
Well, we have a plan to do it. It's a very important, and I think in a general election year, this is very distinct to the Labour Party, who've said they don't want to do this. We think that this will mean that we grow more. It will make work pay in the economy. It is a long-term goal, just like some of the other long-term goals that previous Conservative administrations have announced. But we can't tell you when we're going to deliver it because that depends on economic growth. But it's something that we think will be transformative for the economy, and we are committed to.
Okay. So you can't tell us the economic conditions in which you do it, or whether you do it through raising income tax, but I suppose there might be questions for a future session. Thank you, Chair.